Bottom of the 7th we go. We're on a new stream. We apologize for technical difficulties. Lost our connection, lost our scoreboard. I am working to get it back up and on the stream right now. It's Trey Riggs to the mound for your Larks. This is his 6th appearance. All in relief, has gone 4 1/3 innings with an ERA of 14.5. Gets a pop fly to the first hitter he faced to roll into left center field. The runner rounds first base. The throw is going to be in time to second base. Trying to get greedy was the leadoff hitter, Riley Gregory. He gets a single, but he's out from the throw from Leo Jeminian. Grant Lung applied the tag, 1 up, 1 down to start the bottom of the 7th. Outlaws down to their final 8 outs. We move to Justin Olson, the left fielder, who had a home run in his last at-bat. It was a solo shot to deep right field. This one popped up off the bat of Olson. Goes in left field. Pearson calls off Hutchison, and Kavanaugh makes the catch for out number 2. Now we've got our scoreboard back. 2 away, bases empty. Larks up 16-9 against the Colorado Springs Outlaws. Trey Riggs has gotten 2 outs and throws a curveball in the zone for a called strike against Alex Bates after a pop-up from Justin Olson. Bates on the day, 1 for 2 with a single, a strikeout, 2 walks, and 2 runs scored. Wyeth sets up outside. Riggs delivers to him outside but high, 1-1. Riggs, a righty out of Hays, Kansas, plays at Dodge City, Kansas Community College. Has allowed 10 hits this year and has 7 earned runs. It's righty versus righty. As Riggs gets set, goes from the stretch, misses low, 2-1. 2 balls, 1 strike to the right fielder from the University of Colorado, Colorado Springs. Trey has made appearances against the Collegian Sox, Pirates, and Cougars. Played against the Outlaws on Sunday, June 28th, through an inning, allowing 1 hit and striking out 1. Bates fouls this one to the dugout, 2-2. Two away, bottom of the 7th. Larks up by 7. As Riggs is 1 strike away from sending us to the 8th. He gets set, gets a sign from Wyeth, who sets up offset outside. Riggs delivers it down the middle of the plate at the eye level of Bates. It's a full count. Larks were scoreless in the 7th inning, the first time they've had a scoreless inning today. The payoff pitch from Riggs down the middle, lined into foul territory down the left field line. We'll get a second payoff pitch in a 7-pitch at-bat. Riggs has a whip of 2.8, and he has held batters to an opponent batting average of 500, allowing a hit every other batter. Second payoff pitch down the middle, but low. It is a 7-pitch walk for Riggs. That is walk number 3 this year for Riggs, and on the day for Bates, walk number 3 as well. Runner at first with 2 away. Outlaws down to their final 7 outs. At the box is Toby Scholes, walked in his first 2 plate appearances, singled in the 4th, and then got plunked in the 6th off the arm of Cole Zimmerman. This one is off the glove of Jacob Wyeth. He hustled to get it quick and keep the runner at first. It's 1-0 on the first baseman. Riggs allowed a hit to start the inning, and the runner tried to get greedy, getting to second base. Jominian threw him out from left center field. Olsen then popped up to Pearson, and Bates just walked on 7 pitches. Righty versus lefty. Riggs delivers, gets a check swing, and the umpire in the infield says he did go. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 away. This is the 4th guy Riggs has faced today, all in this 7th inning, after replacing Cole Zimmerman, who replaced Rustin Hayes. Fastball runs inside, 2-1. Do it for Hayes in the 8th will be Jominian, Divis, and Pearson. Larks up by 7 as Trussell holds the runner on first. Delivery to Riggs in the zone on a changeup for a called strike 2. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, a runner on. This one is grounded down the right side. Grant Lung slides for it. Riggs tries to cover first as Trussell was pulled off the bag. Two on, 2 out after a single. Riggs is now allowed 2 versus the 4 batters he's faced and has 3 base runners but got 1 thrown out. Scholes at first, Bates at second. At the dish is Braden Dedrick, who is 0 for 2 with 2 sacrifices. 1's a bunt, 1's a fly, a strikeout, and a pop-up. 1-0. Riggs goes from the stretch. It's down the middle. Pearson moves back in left field, leaps for the line drive as Bates makes his way home from second base. Pearson gets it at the wall. Runner hits second base. The throw from Cavanaugh is going to be in plenty of time. Wyeth applies a tag on Scholes. A nice relay from Pearson. Cavanaugh then to Wyeth, and that will end the inning. But the Outlaws do get 1, but we'll head to the 8th. Larks up 16-10 on Larks Network. Hey Larks fans, click that subscribe button. It's completely free. This isn't like a magazine subscription or a TV subscription. You won't get billed, you won't get spam emails, but you will help us reach our goal. Right now we're at about 600 subscribers, but we're trying to reach 1,000 subscribers. We have thousands of views from this season, but only 600 subscribers. Make sure to subscribe when you're watching if you haven't yet. When you hit that button, the Larks will show up in your subscription section of your account. That's it. No fees, no payments, no registration or information. Share the Larks YouTube page with your friends and tune into our broadcast. Thank you for watching our YouTube channel, supporting the team, and subscribing. The Larks have the best fans and we're grateful for Larks Nation. Now, let's get back to the game. Jeremy Onken to the mound for his third inning of work. The leadoff guy for Hayes is Leo Geminian, the center fielder, who takes a ball 1-0. Leo today hit by pitch once, walked twice, single and a pop-up, has scored twice and driven in one. Takes an outside delivery on a fastball, 2 balls in, no strikes with nobody out and nobody on. Wyatt Divis is on deck. Cameron Pearson is in the hole. Onken to Geminian below the knees on a heater, 3-0. Leo will be taken all the way on pitch number 4. And he does just that. Watches it hit the outside corner, 3-1. Hitters count for the center fielder, who already has reached base 4 times today. Pitch number 5 over the outside part of the plate for a called strike 2. Leo gives it a nod and will be forced to protect on the payoff pitch. Larks up 16-10 after a 1-run 7th from the Outlaws. It's a 6-pitch walk for Leo Geminian to start the 8th. His 3rd walk today, 5th time he's been aboard in 6 plate appearances. Leo's already stolen a couple bases today. Onken will be make sure he's aware of him at first base. Now to Wyatt Divis, who has 3 singles, a walk, and a strikeout, making him 3 for 4. Divis has already scored once today. Leo has scored twice. We'll see what he can do here. First delivery above the letters on a fastball, 1-0. Geminian has a good lead. The ball is off the glove of Dedrick, 2-0 to Wyatt Divis. Time is called. Onken shaken up. Onken is shaken up. The coaches come out of the dugout to go and check on him. He's on a knee by his catcher. Not sure what happened there. It was a non-contact play. His coaches and first baseman and catcher are taking a look at him. It's Norm Churchill and Joe Pacheco for the Outlaws. Immediately looked shaken up, came off the mound and took a knee. Is holding his right elbow. Not a good sign out of your pitcher. Never a good sign. We hope for the best for him, and we'll get a replacement on the mound for him. It's number 29, Riley Gregory, the first baseman, who was looking like he was ready to pitch, stepped on the rubber. We'll see if they move him back to first. Don't forget a relief pitcher. But for now, we'll take a pause on Larks Network. 2-0 is the count on Wyatt Divis. New pitcher into the game, moving in from second base, is Justin Risdall. He's gone 4 1/3 innings on the mound this season in 4 appearances. Hasn't allowed an earned run, has a whip of 1.8. He'll replace Onken halfway through the at-bat against Divis, delivers a ball outside, 3-0. Risdall listed as an infielder for McPherson, but has made a few appearances on the mound. Jemanian with a good lead at first. Pitch number 4 to Divis is off the turf. A 4-pitch walk. The 5th time Wyatt has been aboard today. Back-to-back walks for the Larks to start the 8th. Jemanian at second. Divis at first. Pearson to the plate. Cam has 3 singles in 5 at-bats today. Scored a run in the 4th inning. His first look at Risdall this season. Check swing, pulls back on one, pinning the outside corner, 0-1. Risdall has made 2 appearances against the BJs this season, 1 against the Cougars and 1 against the Rough Riders. Played in yesterday's game against the Rough Riders on the mound, picking up an inning in relief. This one is rolled slowly to the shortstop, Ambiel, who throws out Pearson by a couple of steps for out number 1. Runners advance to second and third. Pearson now 500 on the day with 3 singles, a ground out, and 2 pop-ups. We'll move to Corbin Truslow, who is 2 for 4 in the day with a hit by pitch, a fly out, a ground out, and 2 home runs. He has 2 in scoring position in a 6-run ball game. Jemanian at third, Divis at second, first base is empty. Risdall delivers. It's righty versus lefty. Gets a slow changeup in the zone for a called strike 1. Truslow from Georgetown, Texas, played 2 years at Garden City and has played 1 year at Fort Hays State University with 2 years of eligibility left. 0-1 off the turf, 1-1. Risdall is 1-0 on the season, picking up that win yesterday against the NOCO Rough Riders. Truslow hits this one high into center field. McKee struggles to read it, and it was not in center field, as he even fooled me shrugging his hands like that. The left fielder Olsen caught it, but Jemanian tags up. Truslow has a sacrifice fly, and Jemanian has touched home plate 3 times today. Runner on second base, 2 outs. Larks up 17-10. The Cowboy, Matt Cavanaugh, been aboard 4 times on 2 hit by pitches, a walk, a single, and a strikeout. Has scored 3 times. 1-0 on Matt Cav. On deck is Palmer Hutchison and the whole Jacob Wyeth. 1-0 at his feet, 2-0. Look to see if the Larks will try to ride Trey Riggs all the way through the end of this game. After he pitched the 7th, no movement in the pen. Matt Cavanaugh batting .406 this year, has an on-base plus slugging of .950. Looks to add to it here, up in the count, 3-0 after a ball runs outside. Matt has been plunked 3 times this year. Takes all the way on this one for a called strike. Hitter's count for the shortstop out of the University of Texas at Arlington. Hitter's count delivery hits the turf about a couple of feet in front of the plate. It's a 5-pitch walk for Matt. 5th time he's been aboard today. The 2 UTA Mavericks are on base as the Kansas City, Kansas Blue Devil makes his way to the box. Palmer on the day, 1 for 4 with a fielder's choice, a home run, a walk, fly out into strikeouts. Strike called on him. Heard his teammates from the dugout telling him to hit a home run. The 3-run shot would end the game on a 10-run rule. Well, that is much easier said than done. He's down the count, no balls and 1 strike with 2 away, 2 on. Changeup drops late into the zone for a called strike 2. On deck is Wyeth and the whole Cooper for Hayes. The 0-2, another changeup. Hutchison down on strikes and back-to-back at-bats. We'll move to the bottom of the 8th. Larks up by 7. Bottom of the 8th to the plate is a new pitcher, Justin Risdall, who is 1 for 2 in the day with a single, a strikeout, and 2 walks. Also drove in a run. It's Trey Riggs back to the mound for inning number 2. Fires in a fastball and gets a whiff for another strike. Riggs shakes off a sign from Wyeth and will go from the stretch. This one is fouled off Wyatt's face mask and chest protector. Go 0-2. Still the same defensive lineman for Hayes. That's been there for the past 3 hours. It's Pearson, Jeminian, and Cooper in the outfield. Truslow, Lung, Kavanaugh, and Hutchison in the infield. Jacob Wyeth behind the plate. Wyeth sets up outside. A slider from Riggs misses outside. 1-2. Larks got 1 in the top of this inning. They're up by 7. Risdall drops his back foot and pops one up over the left side. Palmer Hutchison jumps at the wall and will stay at 1-2. We'll get a 6-pitch at bat. It is a 2-2 count. Riggs gives Wyeth a nod and delivers. This one off the plate, a full count. It's been a long game here in Colorado Springs with a lot of runs. 27 guys have touched home plate today. A lot of pitches have been thrown. Trey Riggs will look to get a strikeout here on the payoff pitch, and it's popped over to the right side, out of play as Truslow and Wyeth move towards it and watch it hit into the grass. Good at bats for Justin Risdall, who started the game at second base, moved to the mound in the last inning. And Trey Riggs throws a changeup. Risdall swings under it. 1 up, 1 down. Outlaws down to their final 5 outs. Not often that the defense can give up 10 runs and still have a comfortable lead and a potential win. First delivery to Hayden Ambiel is above the letters 1-0. Ambiel on the day 1 for 4 with 2 runs driven in on a single. Grounded out to Matt Cavanaugh to end the first inning. Grounded out to Matt Cavanaugh to end the 4th inning. And lined out to Matt Cavanaugh for out number 2 of the 6th inning. Hit a lot over that shortstop spot, but he has his count up at 1-1 with 1 away and the base is empty in the bottom of the 8th. Change up from Riggs gets Ambiel ahead of it 1-2. On deck is Aaron Burkhoff. The 1-2 from Riggs, a fastball gets a reaching swing from Ambiel. He's down on strikes. Back-to-back strikeouts for Trey Riggs. That's 2 on the day for Riggs, and on the season, 8. Trey throws strikes on about 64% of his pitches. Has started out 14 batters this year with first pitch strikes. Has thrown 2 innings without a walk this year. Fires 1 just above the letters to Burkhoff in his second plate appearance. Burkhoff pitch hit for McKee in the 6th and walked. 1-0. Same pitch from Riggs, again high. This one more outside, but still, it's a ball 2-0. Two and 0 from Riggs becomes 2-1 as he gets off speed into the zone for a called strike. Two balls, 1 strike. This one an off-speed slider runs just outside late. 3-1. Riggs showed frustration with that call. He'll need to shake it off and go at Burkhardt. This one right down the middle. Slider, full count. Burkhardt from the Missouri Science and Technology University. He's an infielder sporting the number 45 jersey. His payoff pitch is in the left-hander's batter's box. It's a walk for Riggs, the second guy he's walked today. Runner on first with 2 away. Coming to the plate for his 3rd appearance is Mitchell Shaw, who is 0 for 2 in the day with a pop-up and a strikeout after pitch hitting for Kit Wigington in the 5th inning. It's his first look at Trey Riggs this year. He's batting in the 2 spot. His first delivery is a fastball at the knees over the plates for a called strike 1. Due up for the Larks in the 9th inning will be Wyeth, Cooper, and Lung. The 0-1 delivery swung on and missed. It's off Jacob Wyeth's chest protector and rolls to the backstop. He lost as it took a nasty hop, and the runner goes from first to third. Riggs makes an argument that it was a foul ball. It looked pretty clean that it was a swing and a miss and a wild pitch as it took a nasty hop off Jacob Wyeth's chest protector. A runner in scoring position and an 0-2 count. Riggs gets set. Righty versus lefty. Fastball over the outside part of the plate. Riggs strikes out all 3 outs. and that'll end the 8th inning. We move to the 9th. Larks up by 7 on Larks Network. Top of the 9th here from Larks Network. Leading it off is Jacob Wyeth in a 7-run ball game. Takes an off-speed inside 1-0 off of Justin Risdall in his 2nd inning of work. Wyeth on the day 0 for 3 with a flyout, a strikeout, a ground out, 2 walks, but he scored both times on those walks. Righty versus righty, the delivery to Wyeth. Check swing on one below the knees. We'll say he did not go. Two 2-0 count on Jacob Wyeth. Risdall gets set, goes from the stretch. It's a fastball that Wyeth swings and tips into the catcher's glove. 2 balls and 1 strike. On deck is Sean Cooper. In the hole is Grant Lung. Wyeth takes some time to get back into the box. Takes an inside fastball close to his shins. It's a full count for the catcher. He spent a lot of time squatting behind home plate today. He should get a rest day tomorrow, and we'll see Max McGuire catch. In the bullpen for Hayes is Trevor Munch. Wyeth grounds this one slowly down the left field line. It goes foul about 5 feet in front of the third base bag. It's a full count. Larks have scored 17 times today. They've gotten runs in every inning but the 7th. And then on those remaining 7 innings, they scored double digits in all but the 8th and 2nd. Wyeth protects the plate, sends this one hard to right field. Bates moves back, he's at the wall, and he watches it. Jacob Wyeth sends his payoff pitch deep to right field. It's a solo shot. He puts the Larks up 18-10, and now Jacob Wyeth is tied for the Larks team lead in home runs. That is number 4 this year, his 4th in Colorado, and he just picked up RBI number 17 and run score number 7 on the season. Leadoff home run for the Larks. It's an 18-10 ball game. So we'll move to Sean Cooper, who on the day is 2 for 4 with a walk, a single, a double, and a strikeout. 3 RBIs, and he also scored once. 1-0 as Grant Lung is on deck. Leo Geminian is in the hole. So now the Larks have scored in 8 out of the 9 innings today. Rizal delivers a slow changeup outside. 2-0 to Sean Cooper, the starting right fielder for Hayes. He's seen action in the right side of the outfield and in the left side, playing in the corners. Never in center field, but he has picked up a little bit of time at first base. Takes strike one looking, 2-1. He's at the bottom of the order, and this is the Larks' 6th time through it. 2-1 is lined down the left field line, drops into foul territory late and rolls along the warning track. 2-2. They'll make adjustments here and protect the plate with 2 strikes on them. Jacob Wyeth's home run didn't look as great as some of his have off the bat that have gone long. It looked like a fly ball that just kept carrying and carrying and carrying until it eventually just went over the fence in right field. It's a full count for Sean Cooper as it's off the turf. Righty versus lefty, the payoff pitch. Sean Cooper sends on a ground ball to the new second baseman, who tosses it to Gregory. Playing second base now is Mitchell Shaw, who pinch hit for Kit Wigington, the DH. First out of the 9th inning, and the bases are empty for Grant Lung at the top of the order. Grant is 0 for 5 on the day with a walk and a run driven in. Takes an outside delivery, 1-0. This is Lung's 7th plate appearance today. Anytime you can go through the order and get 7 at-bats, say it's probably a pretty good day for your team. 1-0 becomes 2-0 as a fastball misses the zone. 2 balls and no strikes. Jemenian is on deck. Divis is in the hole. Grant thinks about this one, pulls his hands back, takes it outside, 3-0. Three balls, no strikes to Grant Lung here in the top of the 9th. Base is empty, 1 away. Larks up 18-10. It's a walk for Lung, his 2nd one today. Runner on first with 1 away. Now to Leo Jemenian, who has picked up 3 walks, a single, and a hit by pitch, been aboard 5 times in his 6 plate appearances, has scored 3 times. Rizdal looks over his shoulder at Lung and delivers to Jemenian way outside. One and 0 to the 2-hole. Check over at Lung. He's in safely. On deck is Divis in the hole, Pearson. 28 runs have scored today. Scoreboard is lit up with a lot of numbers, and the stat sheet is filled up with a lot of ink. This one will hit Leo Jemenian off the number 8 in his spine. That one looked like it hurt. He grimaced and grunted, but he is aboard on his 2nd hit by pitch today. He leads the league in hit by pitches. Just seems to be a magnet for the ball. Back-to-back base runners in the 9th. With 1 away, we go to Wyatt Divis. There's been 5 hit-by-pitches for the Larks today. 2 from Matt Cavanaugh, 2 from Jemenian, 1 from Corbin Truslow. First delivered to Wyatt Divis outside. Dedrick snags it, 1-0. Long at second, Jemenian at first. This delivery to Divis down off the turf, 2-0. Divis has been aboard 5 times off of 2 walks and 3 singles. Has scored once. Jeminian is at first base for the 6th time today. Swan inside. Dedrick snags it to keep the runners where they're at. He gets time, and it's a 3-0 count. Dedrick wants to have a talk with Rizdal, who's been struggling to hit the zone here in the 9th. He allowed Jacob Wyatt to hit a home run to right field to start it. Got Cooper to ground out, walked Lung, and then hit Jeminian. He came in to replace Onken in the last inning. The first guy he faced was Wyatt Divis, and he inherited a 2-0 count and then walked Wyatt. He gets back into the box, the 3-0. He takes on the way for a called strike 1. Hitters count for the DH from Nebraska. Look at Long, then back to Divis. He swings, he's early on it and grounds it to the right side. Full count for the 3-hole. He'll get a payoff pitch here with 2 on and 1 out in the 9th. Swings at it, pops it up and back. Works his way into a 7-pitch AB. The 3-2 is sent to right field. Bates moves back. He's at the warning track, at the wall, keeps looking at it. Gets the catch on the warning track right in front of the fence. Saves a 3-run home run. And there's runners at the corners with 2 away as Lung tags up. Deep fly out for Divis. There's 2 away. First time Divis has been out since the 3rd inning. First delivery to Pearson is fouled off. Most times when you say in the 9th inning it's the first time the guy's been out since the 3rd, you think maybe he's had 2 at-bats since then. Well, that was Divis's 4th, as the Larks have just been cranking through the order. 0-1 to Pearson. He takes it above the letters, 1-1. Cam on the day, 3 singles, 2 pop-ups, and a ground out, scored a run. Over the outside part of the plate, Pearson nods at it. He's down the count 1-2. We'll see if the Larks want to bring in Trevor Munch for the bottom of the inning. He's been warming up in the pen. He'll face the heart of the order, Gregory, Olsen, and Bates. Swing and a miss from Pearson ends the inning. Larks leave 2 on, get 1 off of a solo shot from Jacob Wyeth. The Outlaws will be down to their final 9 outs, or excuse me, final 3 outs, down by 8 in the bottom of the 9th on Larks Network.
Hey Larks fans, click that subscribe button. It's completely free. This isn't like a magazine subscription or a TV subscription. You won't get billed, you won't get spam emails, but you will help us reach our goal. Right now we're at about 600 subscribers, but we're trying to reach 1,000 subscribers. We have thousands of views from this season, but only 600 subscribers. Make sure to subscribe when you're watching if you haven't yet. When you hit that button, the Larks will show up in your subscription section of your account. That's it. No fees, no payments, no registration or information. Share the Larks YouTube page with your friends and tune into our broadcast. Thank you for watching our YouTube channel, supporting the team, and subscribing. The Larks have the best fans and we're grateful for Larks Nation. Now, let's get back to the game.
Bottom of the ninth, it's the tall and lanky Trevor Munch to the mound. Delivers a fastball inside, 1-0. Fourth pitch into the game from Hayes. Rustin Hayes started it off. Cole Zimmerman came in relief. Trey Riggs then came in relief, pitched 2 innings, and now we're to Munch. Munch committed to Oklahoma out of high school, spent a year with the Sooners, then went to McLennan Community College, where Brady Rose, Larks pitcher, plays, and then after 2 years at McLennan, Munch committed to Wichita State and spent the past year with the Shockers. 3-0. Leading it off is Riley Gregory, the 3-hole third baseman, who has 2 hits, a single and a double. Called strike. This is Munch's 6th appearance this season, all in relief. Joined the Larks roster late. It was his first appearance on July 1st. Allows a walk. That's number 2 on the season. Leadoff base runner for the Outlaws. We move to Justin Olson, who has a single and a home run, a strikeout, a pop-up, and a walk. 2 runs scored and has driven in a run. This is the Outlaws' first look at Munch. Munch has 1 save. It was against the Collegians. Struck out 2 guys this year, allowed 3 hits, 2 earned runs. Both of those were against the Sox. Has an ERA of 2.57 and a whip of 5.71. Excuse me, a .571. Much different situation. 1-0 on the cleanup left fielder. 2-0. Munch throws strikes on about 60% of his pitches. And when he starts, batters out with a first pitch strike, he gets an out about 90% of the time. This one is a fastball that misses low. It's off Wyeth's glove and to the backstop. Runner advances into scoring position. 3-0 count. Munch struggling to hit the strike zone here in relief. Trevor's faced 28 guys this year and has thrown 49 strikes. .30 becomes 4-0 and it's a walk. Back-to-back walks for T. Munch. 2 on, nobody out, bottom of the ninth. Larks up 18-10 against the Colorado Springs Outlaws. To the box is Alex Bates, who has 3 walks, a single, and a strikeout. He scored twice. Lefty versus righty. Munch goes from the stretch. A fastball at the knees over the plate for a called strike. Munch looks in, gets his sign from Wyeth, and will go from the stretch. A fastball in the zone for a called strike 2. A nice pitch from Munch, getting his stuff going here against the third batter he's faced. It's goals on deck. Dedrick in the hole for the Outlaws. This has been the longest Larks game of the season in terms of run time, and we get time called. Lefty versus righty. Wyeth sits up outside. It's a fastball off the turf. 1-2. Munch has only thrown 1 wild pitch this year. Was in a 2-run appearance against the Sox. Has held his opponents to a batting average of 120. Runner takes off from second. The throw to Palmer Hutchison pulls him off the bag. He pulls his left glove down and taps him on the head. A throw out from Jacob Wyeth, the second runner he's thrown out today. Number 4 on the year, 1 away with a runner on first in a 2-2 count. Never wise to steal against Jacob Wyeth, and it's much easier to steal second than it is third. Wyeth made him pay. And got to give props to Palmer Hutchison on the tag on that one, but applied the tag while he was falling. The 2's delivery is swung on a miss, and off of 2 pitches, there's 2 outs. Runner on first is Olsen. It schools to the plate. Has gotten 2 singles, 2 walks, and a hit by pitch. Has been aboard all 5 times, and he's driven in 2 runs. Munch delivers lefty versus lefty. Fastball in the zone, called strike. Munch gets set and goes from the stretch. Fastball low and outside. 1 ball, 1 strike. Munch will get set back on the rubber. 2 strikes away from ending the ball game. Fastball just missed the outside bottom corner. 2-1. Good pitch for Munch. Couldn't get a chasing swing out of Schools. This one swung on, hit off the turf, and then off Wyatt's chest protector. 2 balls and 2 strikes, 2 away, bottom of the 9th. Runner on first. 1 out away from this long game being over. Larks have scored in every inning but the 7th. And the Outlaws have gotten runs in the 1st, 3rd, 4th, 5th, and 7th. Munch delivers a slider, swung on, tipped into the glove of Jacob Wyeth. He secures it, and that'll end the game. Strikeout number 2 on the day for Trevor Munch. And on the season for Trevor, that is number 4. That'll do it from Colorado Springs. Larks win it 18-10. Larks came out of the gate hot, kept it going through the rest of the game. This is game 1 of a 2-game series against the Outlaws. They'll be back here tomorrow for a 1 p.m. first pitch. That's Mountain Time. Outlaws fall to 15-19 on the season. Their win streak is snapped. Larks move to 14-6. They're on a 2-game win streak. They now have a half a game lead in the Rocky Mountain Baseball League. The Outlaws are now 7 games back.